those concerned with change. This change must come in the form of victory over all the evils. We are a part of those concerned with freedom. That freedom involves our control over our own destiny, our own mind, our own family. The freedom comes only with the change, and the change comes only with the victory, so the victory is mandatory.
I'm here tonight with my fellow citizens exercising my freedom of speech. We're all here for different reasons.
First, they ignore you. Then they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Then you win.
I heard him say the revolution won't be televised. Al Jazeera proved him wrong. Twitter has him paralyzed. 80 million strong.
My husband was in the military for 6 years, went on 3 deployments and was injured by an IED, and the government discarded him. They covered up a suicide attempt.
And it slowly ignited the fire within every people to fight it.
And he was medically retired from the military. He tried to bring truth to the situation about how the government is treating their soldiers.
I worked for 35 years, 60 and 80 hours a week, 2 jobs sometimes, struggling to get by. Companies I worked for never offered me any health insurance, no pension. I was in a bad accident, now I can't work, and I can barely feed my kids and keep a roof over their head.
We've been empowered to speak, and though the future is uncertain, man, at least it isn't bleak. When our children can be raised not in a cage, but on a peak, the inheritance of Mother Earth are meek. Freedom isn't given by oppressors, it's demanded by oppressed. Freedom lovers, freedom fighters, free to gather and protest for the God-given rights, for the freedom of the press. We know freedom is the answer. The only question is, who's next?
We have been homeless twice, and we've gone without groceries for months because they have tried to take away his disability benefits. I now work as a maid, working 40 to 50 hours a week scrubbing toilets for less than $20 a house.
99% of us are just slaves to what they want. They're controlling our lives. They're controlling the lives of all the other countries on this planet.
I'm here to fight the power, get the money out of the politics, and make everything fair like it's supposed to be.
It's very bad for my government. I haven't food, I haven't anything. Me and my children, I will die today.
Time to push, and we ain't falling back now. Time to fight, we are all we have now. Do you hear me calling out for backup? Trying to keep a lookout for better days. Time to push, and we ain't falling back now. Time to fight, we are all we have now. Do you hear me calling out for backup? Trying to keep a lookout for better days.
Chairpersonship and seniority in committees in the United States Congress and Senate are no longer determined by seniority. Instead, the Democratic and Republican national committees get to determine those chairpersonships, and those are determined by the amount of money that those members of Congress give to those national committees. And who gives that money to those congressmen or senators? Corporations that own us all. And so the corporations are determining the chairpersonships. And if you don't feel that's significant, then you need to understand the legislative process in this country. Those chairpersons decide which bills get heard and how much time is debated on them, and largely prioritizes the large legislative agenda that our supposed representative democracy goes through. And so this is only one micro example as to how this unfettered capitalism, this infinite growth on a finite planet, is keeping the 99% of people on this planet that have the capacity for so much human potential, so much human growth, if only the economic growth was creating a 21st century economic slavery. So Occupy Lexington is about so many things.
First, God rest the soul of those who choose to be free from poverty. They rose knee deep in robbery. Souls will plummet and burn like Muhammad Bouaziz is. Deliver the state now, here's his own soul. Karma waits for no man. Your presidential charm and armor break out of place in your own homeland.
Corporations are not people. I believe that the worst decision the Supreme Court has ever made in my living history has been to give corporations the ability to finance and give unlimited money to the political system. I believe it will totally corrupt whatever good is left in our political system.
Time to push, and we ain't falling back now. Time to fight, 'cause we are all we have now. Do you hear me calling out for battles? Trying to keep a lookout for better days. Time to push, and we ain't falling back now. Time to fight, 'cause we are all we have now. Do you hear me calling out for battles? Trying to keep a lookout for better days.
The economy has gone straight down the tubes, man. We need to band together as one. Here we got families to take care of. Everybody has got their mortgages to keep up on. So we all need to do this.
You should learn a lesson from oppression where it begins. Black, white, yellow, it don't matter what race. Before you break us, you gon' push us off the deep end. Different countries, same struggle, we even. Contemplate on squeezing when our kids ain't eating. But we all starving, all grieving, and the people with the power ain't got hard enough.
And now the 1% who's controlling our money, controlling our government, it's an international thing. The BP oil spill, disaster, poisoned the kids and the fish and all the mammals and everybody that lives down there. Everybody that had to work and clean it up. 14 people died on that oil rig out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's a shame. They ought to have been in jail. They should be convicted of a crime. It's murder. What do they get? A $9.9 billion tax credit for causing a big mess. Their tax break would cover the budget for the EPA for a whole year.
Push, and we ain't falling back now. Time to fight, 'cause we are all we have now. Do you hear me calling out for battles? Trying to keep a lookout for better days.
Just think of the ones that are less fortunate than others.
Stand up and assert your rights.
For a better life for everybody.
Time to push, and we ain't falling back now. Time to fight.